All right, well, good morning and welcome to the Village of Mount Prospect State of the Village event. I am Jason Shellcross. I'm the Director of Community and Economic Development for the Village. First, I want to thank Old Orchard Country Club for hosting this wonderful event for us every year. This is our annual event, as hosted by the Village's Economic Development Commission. And I do also want to thank all of our local and state elected officials for making it here this morning, and their representatives. We know how busy your schedules are, and we very much appreciate your time this morning. We are grateful to have so many community leaders, business owners, partners, and residents with us as we reflect on all of the accomplishments that the Village has made over the last year, as well as look forward to some exciting things that may be coming here very shortly. This annual event is an opportunity to celebrate our shared accomplishments and the continued strength of the Village's local economy. And to formally kick off this event this morning, I am beyond happy to welcome Jim Drew, Chairperson of the Economic Development Commission, to give a formal kickoff. Thank you.
So as Jason mentioned, welcome to the Village of Mount Prospect's 2026 State of the Village Address. My name is Jim Drew, Chairman of the Economic Development Commission. Purpose of the EDC is to encourage and facilitate economic growth throughout the village by advising the Mayor and Board of Trustees on economic development goals and objectives. The Commission's main functions include business retention, business attraction, and marketing of the village. Our commission is comprised of 6 business leaders who either reside and or conduct business within the village. By show of hands, we're standing up. I'm going to introduce each of the members quickly, just so you know who they are. First is Dawn Fletcher Collins of Nicholas Family Companies, back corner. Second, we have Katrina McGuire of Thompson Coburn LLP. Not sure if Katrina's here. We have Dan Novak of Novak and Parker. David Rowe of the Law Offices of David Rowe. Tom Zander of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Stark Real Estate. And myself, Jim Drew, consultant and resident since 2003. At the conclusion of today's program, the EDC will be awarding 5 deserving businesses in Mount Prospect for their ongoing investment, contributions, and commitment to our community. But first, I would now like to introduce Mount Prospect Mayor Paul Hofert, who will deliver the State of the Village address this morning. Mayor Hofert has many loves in his life: his family, who lives here in Mount Prospect, the art of comedy, and of course, the village of Mount Prospect itself. The second one's debatable at times. For more than 4 decades, he and his late wife, Linda, made Mount Prospect their home after moving here in 1983. Linda was a tremendous part of this community and the mayor's journey in public service. Her memory continues to be felt throughout the village. They both love so deeply. And if anyone in this room lives outside the village, it's also almost guaranteed that Mayor Hofert has probably tried to convince you at some point to move to the village and start a business here.
Why wouldn't you move here?
His enthusiasm for this community is clearly unmatched. Mayor Hofert not only loves the community, but he also has a passion for serving it. Beginning in 1991, he has served 8 consecutive terms as a village trustee before being elected mayor in 2021. Overall, he has dedicated 35 years to elected office on the village board. Mayor Hofert holds a bachelor's degree in finance from Miami University of Ohio, and like me, is DePaul Blue Demon with an MBA. Professionally, he brings 45 years of experience in financial services industry, including major banking organizations such as Northern Trust. Just like your coffee mugs say at your table today, I love Mount Prospect. We are all here because we share that same pride in our business community, our schools, our parks, our library system, and the overall friendliness of our neighbors. We've experienced tremendous growth over the last few years, and we're about to hear about the many exciting things that are yet to come. Now, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Mount Prospect Mayor Paul Hofert.
Well, that pretty much wraps it. We've been growing, and I'll see you next year. You know, there's a lot of really great people in the room this morning, and I'm so excited to see you all. There is one special person in the room. My daughter-in-law is in the room this morning, Sarah. And I love saying this to her. You're not going to like this. She's almost like family. That's a joke. I have this running joke. That's the bad comedy. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Paul Hofert, as you know, the mayor of Mount Prospect. And on behalf of our village board and our Economic Development Commission, I welcome you to the second annual State of the Village presentation and Economic Development Awards. I also want to thank the Economic Development Commission for hosting this morning. I do want to acknowledge that earlier this morning, I had a special request by Trustee Dante and Rock Borg. I decided I'm going to go ahead with the presentation anyway, Rock. Hey, that was pretty good, right? No, I'm deeply grateful and humbled to be here with you this morning, reflecting on our shared journey and how we've grown as a community, the obstacles that we have navigated, and the promising possibilities that await us in 2026 and beyond. My theme for the 2026 State of the Village is Mount Prospect is on fire. Chief, that's figuratively, just in case you're worried. Over the last 5 years, we have made strides in virtually every arena. We have seen unprecedented growth and development throughout our village, and so many exciting, significant improvements still lie ahead. Through strategic leadership, a strong financial position, and ongoing growth and development, we are very well positioned for an extremely successful future here in Mount Prospect. I want to acknowledge the dedication of our residents, our local leaders, our business community, our village staff, and every member of this village who contributes to our prosperity and dedicates themselves to the village of Mount Prospect to make it what it is today. Let's keep in mind that the strength of our village lies in the cooperation, the compassion, the commitment, and the care that we all share for this village. This is what makes Mount Prospect a great place to live, work, and operate a business. Now, each year, I begin my formal comments the same way. I like to make a statement. And that statement is, well, I make the statement the same way each year, and I want to make it clear as I go through the presentation. I'm not implying that I am taking credit for all that you will hear. As we all know, in an adopted manager-council form of government, such as Mount Prospect, it is the village board which provides policy, strategic direction, specific directives, and ultimately authorizes the spending of our tax dollars. While the mayor and the village board identify and/or support policies and actions that allow for major accomplishments to occur, it is the efforts of our highly capable village manager, Mike Cassidy, our senior leadership team, and our entire dedicated staff of 361 people who execute on the strategic and tactical goals as identified. Absolutely. Upfront work by staff over time with support of the village board lays the groundwork for future accomplishments to occur. But for this upfront groundwork, those accomplishments, frankly, likely would not occur. This takes the form of proactive outreach, annexations, land purchases, infrastructure improvements, active planning, and so much more. We cannot underestimate the effort by so many that goes into preparing the environment for potential opportunities which may come in the future. Without laying of the groundwork and active preparation for new projects, we would be unable to benefit from those opportunities. Now, please keep in mind, this is not an election year, because if it was, I would not have said any of that. Rather, I would have taken credit for all of it. Oh, come on. That was a pity chuckle, Mike. Well, our theme this year is that Mount Prospect is on fire. Everywhere you look, things are happening. 5 years ago, this was the vision and objective of your village board and what they had for Mount Prospect, and it is happening. You must have goals, you must have objectives, and you must have future vision to work towards, or you go nowhere. Our vision was to create economic growth, which would become the engine to promote development across our village. Over the past 5 years, we have accomplished just that. It's said that economic growth creates prosperity. I don't think any truer words were ever spoken. As I begin, I want to share a handful of rapid-fire high-level highlights from the past 5 years. We have built a new police headquarters, a new fire station headquarters, Station 13, totally rehabilitated Station 11 in South Mount Prospect, allowing us to create the 4th fire district. We eliminated vehicle stickers permanently. We kept the property tax at 0% for 3 years and reduced it for 2 years. We invested $115 million in capital improvement projects. 491 businesses have opened their doors, including a downtown grocery. 125 ribbon cuttings, groundbreakings, and ribbon tyings have occurred over those 5 years. 33 just alone in 2025. Reconstruction of a major intersection at Rand, Central, and Mount Prospect Roads with a second in the works. And major growth in residential has occurred, adding 964 units in new or converted buildings. Each of these rapid-fire facts are real-life examples of what we will be speaking about today. Now, just to preview today's topics, we're going to talk about financial strength as a cornerstone of this village since forever. Investment in infrastructure, growing the business community, seizing future opportunities, enhancing our community appeal, and strategic planning and the keys to prosperity. But before we do that, I want everybody to know that the first thing that I will address today is citizen safety. As identified by your village board, citizen safety is priority number 1. We are laser focused on safety. When you need a police officer or a firefighter paramedic to respond to your home, there is absolutely nothing more important. You don't care how many new buildings we have in the downtown. You just want those people to show. Being appropriately resourced and at the ready to respond and respond quickly when our citizens need help is paramount. As a prime example, I refer to our response to the significant windstorm damage caused at Huntington Commons last August. What happened here is an example of preparedness and teamwork, not unlike the Orion fire, Orion apartment fires that occurred the year before. This response occurred by our police, by our fire, by our public works, by human services, and the building department. I think we all should give a round of applause to these hardworking people. In terms of police and fire, since 2021, our police department has grown by 9 sworn officers. With that increase, we've been able to create a special response team. We are establishing a traffic enforcement unit. We have added an additional detective position. We've added a school resource officer at Holmes Junior High. We have increased the number of patrol officers and created a second sergeant's position in our investigation unit. To reiterate, in 2021, we created the special response team to investigate high-profile violent crimes like gang crimes, gun violence, residential burglaries. We have 3 dedicated officers assigned to the SRT and a shared supervisor. In 2026, we will be creating a traffic enforcement unit to combat traffic issues like speeding and cut-through traffic. There will be 2 officers assigned in 2026 and 2 additional officers in 2027. We created the Police Cadet Program, which is outstanding. We have enhanced the Police Department aerial drone program. And then on the human side, our Deputy Chief Adante retired. And with that, Bart Tweedy and Joe Knupke were promoted to deputy chiefs. And many commanders and sergeants were also promoted, including our first female commander, Allison Teven. Since 2021, our fire department has grown by 12 firefighter paramedics, and we have added a 4th ambulance. With Chief John Dolan's retirement, Tom Wang became our fire chief. Joe Vina was promoted to deputy chief. There were also battalion chiefs and lieutenant promotions. Again, another round of applause for those who retired, those who have been promoted, and those who have been hired. Now, as I've already said, in 2020, we built a new police headquarters and fire station. In 2022, we demolished the former downtown police station and fire station. In 2024, we rehabbed and opened Station 11. And Station 11 was built by our own capable team of Public Works and Fire, on time and $1 million under budget. I think that also should have a round of applause. And because of that, we were able to create a fourth fire district, which more evenly distributed calls for service around our village. We are now able to respond to all neighborhoods in the village faster. In fact, our response times improved by 45 seconds in our busiest response areas. As I'm sure you would agree, improving response times is a huge community benefit. Help arrives faster and more lives are saved. Compared to our neighboring fire departments, our ambulance 12 and 13 are ranked #1 in response time. And now I have some breaking news. This is exciting. We just received word this week that our application for community project funding through the Office of Representative Raja Krishnamurthy for Station 11 renovation was approved at $850,000. This is incredible news. Thank you, Raja. You're a true supporter and a real friend of Mount Prospect. Now, resiliency and safety go hand in hand. In 2024, we built an emergency water interconnect. The Northwest Water Commission has benefited because of this emergency interconnection on multiple occasions since that time. Most recently, Mount Prospect provided water to Arlington Heights, Palatine, Buffalo Grove, and Wheeling when 100% of their water due to frozen water intake in Evanston occurred from January 27th to the 28th. Remember those days, how cold it was? Well, they were without water, but we were able to help. We also maintained 4 deep wells as backup, and well 16 was recently rehabilitated. I'm huge on this because having backup water availability is so important. I love to say that we can last 4 days you can last 40 days without food. I could probably last 50 days. But you can only last 4 days without water. So water is the mainstay of life. So having access to it is really important. We also installed a water main on Oakton and South Mount Prospect. That was huge. We brought water to an area that was all on wells, which is now part of Mount Prospect. And we also rehabbed reservoir number 4. We have the ability to make these safety improvements because we have the financial strength and flexibility. Our financial strength continues to grow year after year. We maintain a balanced budget. We have yet another 0% tax increase which is not an increase, in 2026, and we're closer to a AAA bond rating. Our sales tax revenues are off the charts and they're continuing to grow. Where's Emmett? I think I heard from you the other day that we generate, it's over there, everybody's pointing like that. We generate $125,000 a day in sales tax. Did I hear that correctly? Yes. $125,000 come into our coffers from sales tax, which benefits all of us. Income tax grew 6.2%, and we earned over $5 million on our investment income funds. Growth of the tax base and reduction of the tax levy has been one of our objectives. We have the lowest tax rate in the surrounding area at 0.826%. Our current tax levy is at the same level as it was in 2015. Our per capita tax is $321 annually, and the village abated $7.3 million of property taxes last year. This is, everybody remember, well, some may remember, this is a Ronald Reagan slide. If you remember, he did the dollar bill thing years ago. But what's key about this is that we're only 8% of the total tax bill, as you can see. There's lots of other taxing bodies, important taxing bodies that are doing great work, but we're 8%. And over the last 5 years, we saved the average household in Mount Prospect $502. I think your village is doing their part to control property taxes. The other thing is that we have very strong capital funds. Our general fund is targeted to be at 40% fund balance, and at the close of 2025, we were at 51%. We created an economic emergency fund about a year and a half ago. We have 2 months of operational funds there. Pardon me. We have a technology replacement fund, and some may say, well, we already had that. We had the computer fund. No, this is for technology not related to computers, like paramedic equipment and body-worn police cameras. This way, it helps us to smooth these kinds of costs out over time. We also have a building improvement fund looking at long-term replacement of roofs and heating and air conditioning and windows and such, just like you do in your own home. And our current pension funding status is on course to be fully funded by 2040, unless the state eliminates the level 2 pensions. Then we all have a very serious problem, and we have been working hard at Northwest Municipal Conference to head that off. This is not on the slide, but I have an editorial comment. We've always been a safe community. We've always been very strong financially, and we stayed ahead of our community infrastructure. Given the current circumstances, we have allocated our resources to make Mount Prospect a safer community, a financially stronger community, and we're getting ahead of infrastructure improvements far faster than we could afford to do so previously. Through fund accounting, we save our capital for a time when it will be needed, and in my opinion, we spend our precious tax dollars given to us by our citizens wisely and responsibly. To me, that's a perfect combination. Now, moving on to the TIFs. As we all know, we have a downtown TIF. It's called Prospect and Main. It's performing ahead of schedule. It has generated 700 new housing units in our downtown. The total increment that's been collected is $18.4 million. We are financially strong, and we're able to declare a $2.9 million TIF surplus. South Mount Prospect TIF, which has Cloud HQ inside of it, is finally underway, thank God, and with building number 1 underway. 2400 Oakton is being built. That's the DeMayo Brothers plumbing building. And 1305 East Algonquin, it was just leased. It's a brand new building, just leased by Accelerated Global Solutions. Intentional growth is the key to vitality and strength. South Mount Prospect, we had the Prospect Senior Loft, 53 new units, the Lake Center Plaza, the DeMayo Brothers, as I've already mentioned. The downtown Mount Prospect area, there have been 10 new buildings built in downtown in the last 5 years. 104 East Northwest Highway, the Dawson, the Maple Street Lofts, the Maple Street Row Homes, HQ Residence with Cocoa and Maple, the Prospect Place with Berkshire Hathaway, Salerno's, and Whiskey Hill, the Chase Bank, 10 North Main, the Lions Park Row Homes, and 321 West Prospect Avenue. Plus, Mia's is expanding, and they have 5 apartments upstairs. 500 West Central is underway, and 100 East Emerson, where the old, everybody calls it Bussy Flores property, which it's not, but there will be a future restaurant in there, correct? This is where the Nicholas people are supposed to go like this. All right, and then we have North Mount Prospect. Randhurst Village and Rand Road provide great examples of new businesses. Home Goods, the Pickerel, Planet Fitness, Everclean Car Wash, Macy's, Bath and Body Works. North Mount Prospect has lots of new dining opportunities. Annie's Pancake House, Mr. Kimchi, Grade A Cafe, and Raising Cane's. And you might be surprised, but Randhurst Village is 91% leased. The KBC, which is the Kensington Business Center, has an extremely low vacancy rate at 5%. And frankly, in the real estate world, that's a normal vacancy rate. The former Holiday Inn is about to be rehabbed, and North Mount Prospect was the beneficiary of a number of flood control projects: the Burning Bush Trails Park drainage improvements, Aspen Trails Park stormwater improvements, Levy 37 pump station number 2 improvements. over 1,000 homes came out of the floodplain by eliminating, 1,000 homes came out of the floodplain because of those activities, and those people now no longer have to buy flood insurance. We have a very strong and positive business environment in this town, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. We have a strong local economy, and we have a strong national economy as far as I'm concerned. We also have what we call community appeal. The pedestrian bridge, now that's still under discussion, but from Mellis to Meadows pedestrian bridge, in my mind, we need to get that done. And frankly, my vision is additional pedestrian bridges over major roadways. An example would be a pedestrian bridge over Rand Road linking Gregory Park to the Hill Street Park to improve connectivity of our divided village. We have a series of pocket parks. We have the Central Gateway, which was completed in 2025, Clem's Island, 2025, the main Bussey Park, 2019, which we all call the Pocket Park, and the Mailing Park, which was completed in 2002. And I would be hopeful for additional pocket parks all around our village with time. We also have in the upcoming year new gateway signs at Bussey and Northwest Highway and the KBC Gateway. We have a thriving educational and recreational environment in this town. There are numerous school and park improvement projects going on or have gone on. The Mount Prospect Park District, you all know, is Lions Park is undergoing renovation. The Lions Park Rec Center and Pool and the Recplex is also under improvement. That's an outstanding series of projects for us and a real improvement to our leisure time activities in this town. River Trails, the Woodland Trails Park and the Tamarack Trails Park have been improved. District 57, a new Lincoln Middle School is underway. Also the Westbrook School expansion. District 26 had the Prairie Trail, the Euclid Middle School, and Indian Grove renovations done, and they were done all without a tax increase. Congratulations. District 59, their early learning center's HVAC system was replaced. And District 214, there are a number of improvements that are needed on the horizon. The library, their second floor expansion is underway. So don't go to the second floor trying to get a book, right? All of our governing bodies across this village are focused on keeping up to date. These improvements are vital to helping us keep our community desirable, a place where people want to live and raise their families. Our comprehensive plan is underway. It's being drafted as we speak, and later this year we're hoping to review it and adopt it before the year end. We've also made incredible progress on sustainability. We are on the forefront of this societal effort. We've established the committee. They publish a sustainable newsletter. We have developed a sustainability plan, and it's a living document. We will be expanding the single-use plastic reduction initiative. And as one of our detractors recently said at a board meeting to insult us, that's what it was, we're saving the earth one plastic fork at a time. And I would say, yes, we are, and I'm proud of it. We also are reinstalling the Green Business Grant Program and the expansion of the styrofoam recycling efforts. We also are prioritizing local transit, the movement of people and goods around our village, and the connectivity. So we had a transit study. There are next steps coming, an arterial bike network study. We've had the Rand 83 and Kensington intersection up for improvement this year. And of course, the Algonquin shared use path is about to be built. And later in 2026 and into 2027, the Bussey Road reconstruction will occur. Future capital projects, the Community Connection Center. As we all know, we have a great center right now, but it has quickly outgrown itself over the last, has it been 15 years? And so it needs to grow. And so by village board directive, this is a major initiative in 2026. We also are on top of our water main replacement project. That is something that we have to stay on top of, and we're replacing aging water mains all around town. We're investing $7.1 million in street resurfacing this year, but we're on a 20-year resurfacing schedule. That way, we don't have to reconstruct, which is far more expensive. We also have the Stormwater Master Plan to help in flood-prone areas, and the streetlight projects that are going on all around town where we have dark spots and we want to create a sense of greater safety and overall quality of life for our residents. Also, and I'm not going to go into this today, but on the drawing, on the books or the drawing books, there is a plan to bring another line in from Lake Michigan all the way to DuPage County. It's about a 15 or 20-year project, and we may be beneficiaries of that if it goes forward. In the last 5 years, we've had some real challenges in this town, but we met them all head on. The Mount Prospect sales tax took a big hit during the pandemic, and now we're the third largest sales tax generator in the state of Illinois. The Mount Prospect, the Elk Grove Rural Fire District was dissolved after a 5-year effort. And as I said, now we have a 4th station and a 4th district. 111 East Bussey, they were in litigation on who owned it, and we were able to get control of it, and we own it now. And the village will control the destiny of that site. Prestige, we all know Prestige. We were committed to the fight, and it did cost us some money, but that's what you do, right? And they're gone. The micro-mobility safety concerns was voiced by our community. We put a village ordinance in place ahead of the state. Unregulated substances with public health safety issues were also met head on, and we now have a village ordinance in place ahead of the state. And a huge thanks to Dutch DeGroot and Trustee Dante for that. Our strategic planning and the keys to prosperity are so vital. Other than our annual budget process, strategic planning is the most important thing that we do. It keeps us all on track. And I must credit our former mayor, Arlene Jurasek, who's with us, with instituting a more formal and repeatable strategic planning process in our village. It has been a game changer. I think a round of applause to Arlene. Now we move into seizing future opportunities, new developments, expanding Prospect Avenue alfresco dining, the St. Mark Lutheran parking and gym purchase, and the development of that site ultimately. The 111 East Bussey site, as I've already mentioned. Fatpor, which was approved by the board 2 weeks ago. Diba Sushi, that's not easy to say. They're backfilling the former Patina location. Mom's Organic Market is backfilling Northern Tool. Skechers is backfilling the former Bed Bath & Beyond space. And the Kohl's Center has been backfilled with Vasa Fitness and O'Reilly's, and they are now full. My vision for the future, potential future redevelopment along West Central Road. Potential future redevelopment along East Northwest Highway. Mount Prospect should continue to become a center for sports, and future Randhurst expansion should include residential and additional entertainment opportunities. And what does our future hold? Well, just remember this. If you're standing still, you are sliding backwards. I'm Paul Hofert, the mayor of Mount Prospect, and I won't let that happen under my watch. So this morning, I am announcing that I'm putting forward the concept of an economic development loan fund to be used to promote development within the village of Mount Prospect. In the coming months, I'm looking forward to a robust village board discussion around this concept, after which I am hopeful the board will embrace and approve the creation of this fund. Please understand, this is not a giveaway, but rather a village loan fund, which provides supplemental loans to creditworthy borrowers, which after being underwritten, documented, and extended, requires the borrowed funds to be paid back to the village over time. I believe this fund will spur development, it will create local jobs, and it will help promote ongoing vitality in our village. We will continue to grow Mount Prospect, the premier municipality in the northwest suburbs. Thank you.
Well, as a longtime resident of Mount Prospect, let me just say thank you to the mayor and to the village board and even those that preceded you guys with all of the fantastic growth that we've been able to see over this past decade in Mount Prospect. It's been fantastic. So now I'd like to pivot to the conclusion of our program today. It's the delivery of the Economic Development Commission awards to local businesses. The purpose of the Economic Development Commission's Business Awards program is to celebrate outstanding achievements and contributions of local businesses to our community. This annual event honors companies and individuals that demonstrate excellence in growth, innovation, sustainability, and community impact, acknowledging the vital role that they play in shaping the economic and social fabric of our community. The awards recognize both established and emerging businesses, with categories designed to highlight unique strengths and accomplishments for each. Today we'll be presenting 5 awards as nominated and voted on by the members of the EDC. The Enduring Business Award, the Budding Business Award, the Entrepreneurship Award, the Rehabilitation Award, and the Project of the Year Award. So without further delay, let's dive in to our first award. The Enduring Business Award honors businesses that have been in operation for 5 years or more and have demonstrated long-term success and commitment to the Mount Prospect community. The award recognizes the resilience, sustained contributions, and role as pillars within our local economy. This year, I'm proud to announce the winner is Le Peep Breakfast and Lunch in downtown Mount Prospect. A longtime favorite of Mount Prospect, Le Peep Breakfast and Lunch has built a loyal following through its welcoming atmosphere, consistency of high-quality food, and commitment to serving this community. Le Peep will continue to be a go-to destination for residents gathering over breakfast or lunch, indoors or out, offering a menu that blends comfort, classics, and creative twists. We recognize Le Peep for its longevity, continued success, and role as a neighborhood staple that brings people together day after day in our downtown. So on behalf of the EDC, thank you very much, and we'd like to present you your award.
Just more afterwards.
Okay.
Hold on.
On behalf of Le Peep and my family, I'd like to thank the Village of Mount Prospect for 20-plus awesome years. The thing that I was thinking about this yesterday when Jason emailed me late in the day, said, "Oh, by the way, we want you to talk." The reason why I came to Mount Prospect, I had a restaurant in the city at the time, and I was lured here because of community and family, and that's why I got involved in the breakfast and lunch business. I'm married to a teacher, and working in bars and restaurant or nightclubs, which is what I was doing, was not conducive to a healthy family life. Fast forward 20 years, my youngest son is graduating college in May, and it's been a great run of being able to have work-life balance in a great community like Mount Prospect. I mentioned family because every customer that comes through the door, we like to make feel like part of our family. I know a lot of people, recognize a lot of people here, names, sometimes I lose track of names, but it's important to make everybody feel like family, and that's the thing that Mount Prospect make community, everything Paul talked about. It's all about the residents and the people here. It's not about big business. It's about supporting local and taking care of us. So I appreciate this award on behalf of myself and my family and Mount Prospect and Le Peep, and we look forward to serving you for another 20-plus years. Thank you so much.
Next up is our Budding Business Award. The Budding Business Award is given to businesses open less than 5 years and celebrating the innovation and potential of these new ventures throughout Mount Prospect. It acknowledges businesses that are already making a significant impact through their creativity, their growth, and their community engagement. This year's winner is Capri Kitchen and Coffee. Capri Kitchen and Coffee has quickly made its mark in Mount Prospect with a concept that blends throughout design, a thoughtful design, high-quality coffee, and a strong sense of community. Founded by Tatum Drews and Isaac Melton, Capri has created a welcoming space that serves as both a neighborhood, a gathering spot, and a reflection of their passion for hospitality. We recognize Capri Kitchen and Coffee for its early success, creative vision, and meaningful contribution to the local business scene in its first years of operation. Can representatives please come up? Glad to present your award. Congratulations. If you want to say a few words.
Sure. Hi there. Thank you for this award. Unfortunately, my business partner couldn't be here today, Isaac. But this award isn't just for Isaac and I. This is for our team, our staff. It's for the individual that greets you at the door. It's for the barista that makes your coffee, the busser, our bakers that come early in the morning, or the chef that stays late. This is absolutely a full team job, and the past year wouldn't be what it is without our staff. So thank you so much. When we decided to open this restaurant, we knew we wanted it to be more than just a restaurant, and we wanted it to be a space for our neighbors to come together in a community gathering space, and I think we've created that. And this is just a reminder that we're doing that, and we've created a table for all of you to pull a chair up to and be part of. And it's been an absolute wonderful experience being part of Mount Prospect. From day one, it's been open arms, so thank you for that. And we're really looking forward to the year ahead, and we're only going to continue to grow and create great things. So thank you for this honor.
Okay, today's third award is the Entrepreneurship Award. This award is presented to a business that exemplifies the entrepreneurial spirit, marked by boldness, creativity, and innovative solutions. It recognizes those who have taken risks, overcome challenges, and demonstrate outstanding leadership in bringing new ideas to life in our community. This year's winner is Karen Einzenbacher of Amethyst Sky Salon. Karen exemplifies entrepreneurial spirit through her leadership and vision at Amethyst Sky Salon by building a business rooted in creativity, professionalism, and client-focused service. Karen has created a space that supports both personal expression and small business growth. We recognize Karen for her initiative, dedication, and ability to translate this passion into a successful and thriving local independent business. Congratulations. Please come up.
It's Karen Enzenbacher and Amethyst Sky Salon. I know I gave you two of the toughest ones to say. And I'm also more comfortable talking to the backs of people's heads, so if you can all just turn around for a minute, that would make me feel so much more comfortable. On behalf of our team at Amethyst Sky, I do want to say thank you for this award. Thank you to the Village of Mount Prospect and the EDC. It's a huge honor. I'm humbled. Super proud to be here in Mount Prospect, born and raised. Been doing styling hair here 21 years, 14 years as a business owner. So we're going to just continue to help Mount Prospect to grow. Like I said, super excited to be here. Thank you so much. Oh, one more thing. Sarah Hofart and I are headed to Paris for Fashion Week, so we're going to make you all really proud, rocking the runways, styling out hair at Paris Fashion Week, March 1st through the 10th.
Wow.
Okay, our fourth award today is the Rehabilitation Award. This award honors businesses that have enhanced their facilities or their surroundings through rehabilitation and renovation efforts, with special recognition for sustainable practices. It highlights businesses that are not only improving their own premises, but also contributing to the beautification and environmental stewardship of our community. This year's winner is R&A Construction for their work at 2072 West Algonquin Road. R&A Construction is recognized for the rehabilitation of this multi-unit residential property, a project that reflects the company's longstanding commitment to reinvestment and neighborhood stability in Mount Prospect. Led by Mr. Ridvan Alka, R&A Construction has rehabilitated hundreds of residential units throughout the village to date. This project exemplifies thoughtful renovation that enhances both the property and the surrounding community. We recognize R&A for its sustained investment in Mount Prospect and its meaningful contribution to our village's housing stock. Congratulations, and invite representatives to come up. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hello, Ridvan here. We're incredibly honored to be awarded this award from the Mount Prospect for the work that we've done around here. We rehabbed quite a bit of units out in Mount Prospect, and we're going to continue to rehab as we move forward here. And greatly appreciate it for the reward. Thank you.
And now for our final award for 2026, it's the Project of the Year Award. This award celebrates a significant project that has had a major transformative impact on Mount Prospect. It recognizes projects that showcase excellence in planning, execution, and contribution to the community's growth and development. This year's winner is the Brown family for Cocoa and Maple. Cocoa Maple represents a transformative addition to downtown Mount Prospect, bringing together coffee, cocktails, and community in a vibrant and thoughtfully designed space with both indoor and soon-to-be outdoor amenities. Led by the Brown family, the project was activated by Key Downtown Corner while expanding on the village's dining and social offerings. We recognize the Brown family for delivering a project that enhances downtown vitality, supports local placemaking, and contributes to Mount Prospect's continued growth and momentum. Thank you and congratulations. Representatives want to come up.
Appreciate it. All right. With that? Yeah, I was just going to tell a little story about gratitude. So when we first opened, it was super, super busy. I think it was a 45-minute wait to get your cup of coffee from the moment you got to the register. So it's like an hour, 20-minute experience in total. Lots of stress in the air, right? And this little girl comes up to me. She's not a little girl. She's a teenager. And she says, "Hi, I'm with the Prospect High School school newspaper. Could I interview you?" And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Like, anything for the kids, right? And it was great. Everything was good. And one of her questions was, are you worried about all the competition? There's a lot of coffee in Mount Prospect already. And I was thinking about that story when we got this award because I told her, excuse me, I feel like I'm also thirsty. We're all thirsty. I'm losing my mind a little bit. I'm too young for that, right? I was telling her about how ultimately I think the real competition between coming out for a latte is staying home. I'm not super worried about whether or not somebody wants to go to Starbucks or if they want to go have a full sit-down breakfast somewhere else. I'm really worried about people just saying, you know what, I'd rather stay home this is the coldest winter we've had. I think I saw somewhere online in the last 10, 15 years, something like that. And so it's been really awesome to be a part of Mount Prospect, where you really feel the community really wanting us to try harder and, you know, really turn Mount Prospect into a place where people want to come. Because if people come down to Mount Prospect for one thing, maybe we'll stop and buy something else on our way. And oh, look at that, there's a coffee shop. Oh, interesting. I wonder what they have there. It's coffee. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for joining us in the community building as we again try to get people out of the house, coming out, meeting their neighbors, that kind of thing. And it's been awesome to be a part of it.
My name's Michael. That's my son Nate, who's my business partner, my wife Denise, and Nate's wife Audrey. We are honored with this award. We really appreciate the recognition at this time. A project of the year. It really has been a project of the year. We have been meeting. I was speaking to someone yesterday with the Mount Prospect Downtown Merchants Association. We met every week for a year on Friday over Zoom, developing this plan, and none of this would be possible without the help of HQ, the building, the Harlem Irving, and the Village of Mount Prospect, including Jason Shellcross and Michael Cassidy. You guys, we are so appreciative of the support that you gave to us so that we could create this. Denise and I, we were so happy we got to pick out all the wallpaper and the tile and the countertops, and like we did do the design work, but we didn't hang those chandeliers. We didn't put up the tile. You know, there was a lot of people involved, and a project of the year it was a year-long project, that's for sure. So we really appreciate the recognition at this time, and we hope to see you guys all come on out. We've been open for 4 months. We are expanding our menu next month. And then we will be also introducing our nighttime program probably in the next month to 6 weeks. There's a lot to do. We do have our liquor license, but we still have to train staff to work nights. We have to develop the nighttime menu. We have to purchase all the liquor. There's, you know, things to do, but we are looking forward to bringing that all to the community. And we're very excited about the outdoor space. We do need to buy some furniture for outside. So thank you guys so much, and have a great day.
Okay, with that award, we're at the conclusion of today's program. I'd like to give a special thanks to the staff and team that helped put together today's event from the Country Club. And I'd like to thank the mayor for a great rundown of the state of the village. Any final thoughts on your end?
Yeah, next year, nobody taller on the stage than me, okay?
It's embarrassing.
I'll work out the step.
Perfect. See, quick thinker.
And lastly, thank you to all of you in the audience today as contributors and members of the economic vision and development that takes place in Mount Prospect on a daily basis. We appreciate you as well and look forward to seeing you here next year for the 3rd annual awards. So thank you very much.